Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Panzer B2. It's a Tier 4 German premium heavy tank. It's located on the north spawn of Malinovka and it's under the command of Fluffylilkitten of REBRN. Okay, well, game's on. This tank is one of the 161 Char B1s that the Germans captured after the fall of France in 1940. They actually removed the 75mm gun, the howitzer that was mounted in the hull, covered that over and just used the 4.7cm gun in the turret. That was the gun that was actually originally designed to be used with this tank in anti-tank mode. And the howitzer, well, that was an assault gun that was designed to use against buildings and bunkers and that sort of thing, emplacements. Wasn't really designed to be used against other tanks, as of course tanks can move out the way normally, and that means because it was aimed with the hull, you'd have to move the hull to re-aim at the target. But the 4.7cm gun, well, that could be turned to meet the target. The only problem was that the commander was also the gunner and the loader in that turret, because it was such a tiny turret you could only fit one man in it. And well, the 4.7cm shell is not very big, doesn't do a whole lot of damage. You can see here Fluffy has actually loaded a lot of premium ammo, 52 alpha, 90mm of penetration, and with the standard ammo it'll only go through 55mm, but it is tier 4 and that makes a big difference, because a tier 4 tank, they don't have much in the way of armour. You can see a few enemy tanks going up the hill the other side. The Largo just outside his view range at the moment, but he doesn't want to get too close, otherwise he'll be the target instead. Now he can hit that guy. 14 TP Polish tank. You can see dispersion is quite wide on this thing as well. It goes all over the place. He's blasting away with the premium ammo though, and that one hit the ground because you can see it kicked up some dust. So he knows that that shot did not hit the target. In fact, there is a Panzer 1C fairly near to him, but of course he was so focused on the 14 TP he missed the obvious target at close range. Okay, Strodny Viz 39, which is actually a Czech tank, and there's a P2640, the Italian medium, and he's been spotted by the Largo, who just came down the hill, and well, at the angle he is, he's actually fairly vulnerable to that Largo, but he's getting good shots into the turret, and he's got his first kill. Don't know why the Largo stopped, but I think it was because he was aiming elsewhere, and you can see now he's starting to take fire from other enemy tanks, but they're just not getting through the hull. As you may know, at the Battle of Stone in France, one of the Char B1s received, I think it was a huge number of hits, something like 120 hits from Panzer 3s and Panzer 4s, and none of them could penetrate the armour of this vehicle, because the Char B1 was a very solid and very heavily built, heavily armoured tank, except for certain weak spots, and one of those is those vents on the side of the vehicle. You can see the 116 couldn't get a shot through there, but now he's got his front facing that Panzer, that P2640. I say it's not a Panzer, it's an Italian, but he's actually quite a deadly opponent, and he's turning to face the opponent, locked on. Yeah, he's getting shots on target now. Just the guy runs away. He's making it easy for Fluffy. And he's lucky to get that shot in, because the Matilda almost got in the way. But the Strodny Viz 39, well, he's demanded some attention as well. And he won't last very long, because he hasn't got much in the way of armour. But he is penetrating the hull. He is penetrating. And there you go, he's out the game as well. There's that Panzer 1C. He's just gone around the other side of the wrecked church. Oh, Arty's having a go. But he's actually qualified now for a steel wall. And instead he's going to go after that T116. Just auto-aiming on and blasting away with the premium rounds. I should think this battle is probably going to cost Fluffy quite a lot. And the Sexton has another go, another accurate hit. That's 2 accurate hits he's managed to get. Fluffy needs to be careful because he'll not only burn up all his ammo, but if he stays around this area, Arty will have him. That was another shot there that just missed from the Sexton, and he's firing too long range to get that Panzer 1C. But he gets him all the same with an auto aim because he stood still long enough. And oh, there's another shot from a different Arty this time. The High Shrek, the Grasshopper, gets a shot with a 105mm gun. Fluffy tries to get at this 116. Almost crashes over the rocks in the process. Go for the kill, and he gets it. So he's got 5 kills now. He's one short of getting a top gun. There's still 5 enemies out there, including the 2 Arty. There's the Sexton. Okay, now is he going to get to that Sexton in time to get the kill and get his top gun? No, there, that's better. He's manually aiming it now, and yes, he gets his top gun. Well, 3 enemies still out there. You can't get a Radleys at tier 4, but you can certainly kill 8 of the enemy if you want to. In fact, he could kill up to 9 if he was to get all 3 remaining. But I don't think he's going to get the 14 TP at this rate because, well, that 14 TP is about to die to either a Panzer 1C or a P2640. But if Fluffy keeps going down this tree line, I'm pretty sure he's going to find the Pz.Kpfw 4B, and he's found him. Locks on, auto aims on, blasts away. Oh, this is easy. Yep, the guy had already just fired, and therefore he didn't have a 105mm round to fire back. And with the long reload, well, longish, and that's it. The game's over. All the enemy are dead, and he did survive. Only just though, with 34 hit points left. If that Arty had hit him, it would have been curtains. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And here's the end of battle stats, and we can see he managed to get a first class tanker in that game, a fire for effect, shell proof, master gunner, duelist, hand of god, and a bruiser out of the minor medals. He also picked up a cool headed for receiving 10 or more non-penetrations or ricochets in a row, and a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, well, yes, he did get 6 exactly. And he also got a win rate of 10,530, which is super unicum level. But let's have a look at the team score. 2,110 hit points of damage, the only player over 2,000. The next high scorer being the Marder with 1,408. He managed to get a Confederate. The Panzer 1C got a Patrol GT in that game as well. When it came to kills, he had the highest number with 6. 3 kills went to the T127, but he didn't survive the game. Everyone else only had 1 kill apiece. And when it came to base XP, he was the only one over 1,000 as well with 1,409. 781 went to the T127 and 7,622 went to the Panzer 1C. He fired 54 rounds of 4.7cm ammunition, got 43 direct hits and 41 penetrations. Damage of 2,110 hit points, of which 106 were up more than 300 meters. I think those were the shots at the Sexton at long range. 32 hits received from the enemy, only 5 of which actually penetrated. I think the Strodny Viz 39 had a lot more success than most of them, which is surprising because I thought the P2640 would pen him more easily. 24 non-penetrations and 3 hits by way of splash as well from the enemy Arty. 684 hit points of damage blocked by armour. He earned 54,420 credits from the game, but the ammunition costs were fairly high because he was firing so much premium rounds. But his actual total at the end was a profit of 9,047 credits. That was a bit of a surprise for me because I thought he would actually be a lot higher considering he was spamming gold like it was going out of fashion. He earned 2,113 XP, got 1,057 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 5,284 experience points altogether. So he says slightly epic fight. Well, it wasn't an ace tanker, but it was fairly good. You can get ace tankers in the Pz.Kpfw fairly easily if you use this as basically the sort of assault tank that it was really designed to be. You keep your face to the enemy and just bulldoze through most of them, and you will eventually get an ace tanker. But it's still a very good example of how the Pz.Kpfw can dominate a game, just as long as you don't spam the gold, because it really can be not profitable. And of course it's not very nice to other players if you keep spamming them with gold all the time as your standard ammo. Much better to select something with standard AP and only switch to the gold if you absolutely have to. I think that's something that Fluffy says that he's learned, but you still come up with examples like this which prove that no, he hasn't learned it fully yet. The idea is just to start with the AP and only switch to APCR or premium ammo when you have to. Okay, so if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the YouTube algorithm and increases the chances that other people will see our channel. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.